the target. After the SEAL attack, the guards, Bruce and Demetrius, decide to move their client to the other side of the safe house. They are determined not to fail a second time. But Hayes plans on using a completely different strategy than the SEALs.
What I wanted to do was go in with minimum backup. Little intelligence. I went in with no weapon. I had no big team to go in.
Here, the myth of the ninja diverges from the reality. The myth: a ninja assassin dressed in black, slipping furtively through the shadows to reach his goal. The reality: the ninja was more likely to use deception to slip past the guards. 500 years ago, the ninja would often use disguises like that of a gardener. Our modern-day ninja will adopt a contemporary guise. He will pretend to be a production assistant working with the television crew.
The real thing is we look like what people expect to see, and therefore we go invisible. I had a can of air that I was using to appear to be cleaning off some lenses there.
Hayes begins to carefully probe the perimeter of the hot zone.
Partner, we have somebody up here. Dimitri, we got people up here. Can I help you, sir?
We're setting a camera up here.
You know, I'm not to send you away. No one announced you.
But Bruce isn't fooled by the ploy and won't let him pass the front hall.
So how did that go?
He came out gun drawn and confronted me in there, so they're real jumpy.
Even with the defenders suspicious, Hayes won't give up his strategy.
I had recruited a young woman to assist me in just kind of wearing them down. I would send her in, smiling, the tool belt on, offering drinks. This doesn't look like a danger.
Hello there.
Can I help you?
Guys, I brought you some donuts.
Why don't anyone announce you guys?
Pardon?
You know, I'm not to send you away. No one announced you.
Okay. Should I leave them on the ground?
No, you can take it back.
Okay.
They got to see people who they knew weren't supposed to be here. We're confusing the issue.
What the man? Why are they doing this?
It's a booby trap, man. Get her out of here.
So I used her to help wear them down.
I mean, if I come up here again.
It's now 3:20 in the afternoon. The defenders have been in the safe house just over 3 hours. With the repetitive tasks and no apparent threat, boredom is beginning to set in.
Yeah, you may have to call down.
Stephen Hayes decides it's time to test the guards again.
Demetrius, what's this?
The police SWAT people, they were so good, they were so observant. My role, in order to get through their defenses, was to be slightly bumbling, slightly frustrated. I'm this harmless person.
Can I help you, sir?
These foggers are clogging up our little lenses.
All right.
Just spraying here.
I don't know why they're not announcing you.
They didn't?
No.
Okay.
You need to get out of this area.
Yeah. Is it okay if I just get that one spray right there? Like 10 seconds.
Backlog, go ahead.
Okay. That time he came out and told me I needed to leave. And I said, could you give me like 10 more seconds to do one more of these cameras? He gave a little smile and I said, okay, but I'm gonna keep you covered. And he backed on down the hall. So it was a little calmer than before.
I don't know why they keep doing that. Got the whole utility belt. Like he's a grip or something?
As the afternoon wears on, we keep the guards busy with more trivia questions.
Bruce, you seem to be the genius. What is a garand?
So repeat the question?
Is a garand?
But Bruce is interrupted as he looks up the answer.
Guys, what do you get?
These foggers are driving us crazy. We need to go into this wing and spray these Pelcos. This is too much smoke.
So why does the fog screw up the lens? I mean, it's not a moist fog.
It's got that film on there.
All right, go ahead.
I just acted like this kind of an individual who really had no idea how dangerous it was would have acted, and they assumed I was supposed to be there because I acted like I was supposed to be there. One officer was trying to figure out what grand was, so I grinned and I said, cover your mic.
Huh?
Cover your mic. Isn't that grand? All right. And he covered his mic and I said, it's a rifle. And just gave him a thumbs up. And so I gave him the answer like I was his buddy and was gonna help him cheat.
Let's answer that question, dude.
Is it a long rifle?
Correct.
The correct answer earns Bruce's confidence, giving Hayes free rein inside the hot zone. He decides to probe closer to the target.
That's the one in the window?
Yeah.
I really thought they might take the protectee out and then let us go down, but he was down there. So we went down, we walked in, I went back to the camera near where the protectee was hiding, and I was spraying it, and one officer was right in the door. You know, how am I going to get past this guy without physical contact? So I started acting annoyed. Hey, so now they're kind of looking at each other.
Whoa! It's gone!
Yeah, and they're saying,
It took Hayes over 4 hours to wear down the guards and successfully reach the target.
What I enjoyed about this assigned mission was it was an opportunity to really show people how the ninja would operate. By going in without any overt weapons actually allowed me to move right into the middle of all that danger. Is it okay if I just give that one spray right there?
I got duped by him. I mean, it was believable that he was the maintenance guy. I screwed up. I should have held our ground, and it was a hot set, and you said there was no exceptions except for the 2 referees, so.
Hayes has completed his mission. His success proves that the ninja's ancient techniques are still viable in today's high-tech world. But what about the most unbelievable skill of the ninja? Are they really capable of reading minds, or is this just a myth? Next on Unsolved History. Our tests have shown that ninja were far ahead of their time, and that their mythical superpowers are in reality a product of sophisticated weapons technology, coupled with superbly conceived training and practice.
I doubt if there was any other organization on the face of the earth as efficient as the ninja for the particular skills that they had.
But there is one skill that is still up for debate: clairvoyance.
One of the aspects of this ninja mind lore that I really enjoyed exploring is the ability to see in some completely different place or time, like what we would call remote viewing. This was a very serious part of that old ninja training.
Did the ninja really possess this supernatural skill? And if they did, how can we test such an unbelievable power? To answer that question, we turn to the CIA.
The CIA spent 6 years developing and spending an endowment of somewhere around $50 million testing, evaluating remote viewing, and they continue to use it today.
According to declassified reports, during the Cold War, the CIA used remote viewers to try to locate Russian nuclear weapons and other military targets. David Morehouse was an operational remote viewer for an Army intelligence cell that worked for the CIA. We asked Morehouse to set up a remote viewing experiment where he applied the CIA method to ninjutsu.
If you're comparing remote viewers to ninja, well, the great similarity that is there certainly is this absolute knowing that there is something beyond the physical that is inherent to all of us. The ninja knows that. The same is true of a remote viewer. They come in with a fundamental core knowledge that they have this ability.
On the same day we ran our safe house assault experiment, Morehouse assembled a group of remote viewers in a hotel conference room 9 miles away. So while Stephen Hayes and the Navy SEALs were attacking the target, Morehouse was running his own experiment with the remote viewers. Their task? Pinpoint the location of the target inside the safe house, and then provide a detailed physical description of both.
That this target is going to be pushed or placed in a stationary location, somewhere in the structure, top or bottom. You have to find that out.
Morehouse shows them only an outline of the building, so they have no idea what it looks like or who's inside.
They aren't given photographs of the site. They're not allowed to walk on the site. We don't tell them about what really is happening there. We keep it very narrow in its focus, and we give them an opportunity to go into an altered state of consciousness, and they begin to extract data.
The remote viewers begin by blocking out all external stimuli. The experiment must take place during the ninja and seal attacks, so the target will experience real fears and emotions. According to Morehouse, the biological activity in the target's brain can be picked up by the viewers.
The target is putting off an electrochemical response. It's putting off a frequency response. Its thoughts, the actions and motions of its body, the physiology of the body, everything there is producing a waveform expression of what is taking place. And these individuals are able to detect and decode that data, sketching it and capturing verbally what they are perceiving.
After 3 hours, the remote viewers end their session and record their findings. Then they go to the safe house to see how close they came to locating the target.
Here's the fence. Lots of fencing. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm really satisfied with what they've done. The larger majority of the remote viewers, 10 out of 11, indicate that it's on the top floor.
When we evaluated the results, 5 out of the 11 viewers came within 15 yards of hitting the target, while 1 was spot on. The viewers were only 50% successful in locating the target, yet there were other more compelling results.
100% of them indicated that it was a male target. Most all of them, probably 3/4 of them, indicated that it was a target with dark hair. Over 50% of them indicated that the target had some form of facial hair, either a beard or a mustache.
The viewers also did a number of sketches, which remarkably depict some of the features of the safe house.
Here you have the sketches, and it's shown in 1, 2, 3 pillars. There are 2 pillars there, and then it kind of disappears here, but you can see they're the same. Then you have this crisscross grate, and then there's the crisscross grates there.
The viewers were able to capture such details as a wrought iron entryway with chain link above it, ornate tile patterns, high curved ceilings, and a large curved staircase, all without ever having seen the house. This phenomenon seems to fly in the face of conventional science. Can there be a rational explanation?
I've had an opportunity to take part in some of the modern day experiments or tests in remote viewing. And I found that the people who are most well known tend to do the same thing that was taught in those old ninja methods.
I personally don't think they had any form of sixth sense whatsoever, because I don't think it exists. The notion that the ninja had particular psychic powers was one of the myths that they encouraged to make people more frightened of them.
So what is the truth about these powers? Are they myth or reality? While some of the mystical powers of the ninja can't be explained, our tests have shown that these invisible warriors were far ahead of their time. They achieved their supernatural skills by blending the mysticism of Far Eastern religion with practical training and sophisticated weapons technology. No matter if one believes the myth or the reality, it is still a very powerful mix.
The greatest warriors have not been the most brawny. They have been the most cunning, the most aware, the most capable of thinking.